Alright gang, let's go solve a mystery. Hi everyone, Velma here. Geez, Shirin here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing this Velma Dinkley from Scooby Doo inspired Halloween makeup tutorial. This look is so easy to create. You're gonna be blown away by how easy this is. So if you don't have a last minute Halloween costume, this is it. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I'm using the shade Fair, and we're just gonna go ahead and conceal my eyes, under eyes, and these little problem areas that I've got going on, just some acne scarring. I just want a nice even base. I'm literally just using whatever is left on the wand to conceal. I don't want it to be super heavy. Velma's makeup is obviously very natural, so we're trying to keep it as minimal as possible. Now I'm just going to blend all of that out with this AOA Studio High Def brush. This is the E108. I really love this brush for blending out concealer because it has this tapered edge. It really helps me get underneath all of the creases and crevices under and around my eye. It's so great for pressing in concealer. I just love it. It's also literally only $1, so it's super worth it. Do you see how instantly that just brightened up my face and made me look more awake? Before, it was like jinkies. Now, I'm feeling it. Alright, now with that same brush, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lemonade Crease Palette, pick up some of Sunny's, and set my lid. I like doing this because I have oily eyelids, so setting down the shadow helps to make the shadow not crease and separate throughout the day, which is super important for Halloween. You don't want to look like a mess. At least not for this look. Now going into the Pixie and Chloe Morello palette Cloette, I'm going to pick up this top shade right here, which is Promise. This is more of a peachy blush, and I'm actually going to use this as an eyeshadow. Velma is more of a natural makeup gal, doesn't really wear much eyeshadow, so just to brighten up her look and make her look a little bit more awake, we're going to use some peachy blush. I'm going to pick some up on this AOA Studio E109 brush. When I do this, I like to sweep in the shadow from the outer corner to the inner corner. I find that this helps to make a nice gradient effect, and it also goes right into my crease because of how big the brush is. It makes the whole thing so easy. I don't even need to go back and blend when I'm doing this because the brush does all of the work for me. Alright, here's what it looks like. Super natural. I know it's not that big of a difference, but this one just has some color going on, whereas this one does not. It's really, really subtle, but it's the Velma look. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye. Now with that same brush, I'm going to take a little bit more shadow and press this right along the lower lash line. To make the eyes look a bit more awake, I'm going to go in with this shadow right here from palette Cloette. This one is called Honeymoon, and we're just going to place that right in the inner corners. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm using Revlon's Volumizing Mascara. I'm going in with a couple coats of mascara on the upper lashes only because I find that helps the look more youthful. And for this Velma look, we are totally going for that whole natural vibe, so we are skipping the bottom lashes. So that is it for the eyes. Super easy. Now moving on to brows, I'm going to be using this AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in dark brown, and we're going to begin to create more straighter brows. My brows do have a natural arch, so we're going to try to take that away by dragging a straight line right across from the start of my brow to where that arch is to make that arch lower. Velma's eyebrows are more naturally straight, so that's why we're doing this. For the brows, I like working in small strokes, so I start right at the beginning of my brow, at the bottom, and start to make small strokes all the way across to the tail of my brow, more actually towards the arch. And for this one, as I mentioned before, we're just going straight across. Now, usually when I do my eyebrows, I tend to lift them up, and that helps me fill in my arch. But for this one, it actually helps if you relax your brow and just keep it looking, straight on, not raised. And that'll help you make a straighter eyebrow. And then once you create that bottom straight line, go back in and fill in your brows with small hair-like strokes. Alright, this may not be perfect, but I tried to the best of my ability. Here is the straight brow and here is my normal brow. You can tell this one is obviously more arched and this one is straighter. We're gonna go ahead and do this to the other eye and eyebrow, and we'll be right back. All right, this is as straight as my brows are gonna get. Normally, I would set them with a clear brow gel. What I like using is Benefit's 24-hour brow setter. My eyebrows right here tend to have a mind of their own. The eyebrow hairs go in and just, they're crazy. But I feel like Velma's not the type of person to really care about her brows. I feel like she would actually rock the more messier brows, so I'm not gonna set it, but if you want to, you can go ahead and do that. For the face, we just want very natural, minimal coverage. So for that, I'm gonna be going in with Dr. Jart's Cicapair Tiger Grass Camo Drops. So I'm just gonna take a few drops of this onto the back of my hand, and then with my ring finger, apply it on my face and then blend it out. This just helps to neutralize any redness on my face and gives me a nice healthy glow. This starts off with a green cast on the face, and then once you blend it out, it just matches your skin tone. It's so cool. It also feels very soothing on the face. Like, I can't even describe it. It's a sensation you just need to feel for yourself. It smells heavenly as well. You don't have to do the forehead if you don't want to. We're gonna go ahead and create fake bangs in a sec anyways, so honestly, you can skip the forehead if you want. Look at how glowy and dewy this is. It's just so beautiful. Now to add in some color back to the face, just to make Velma look a little bit more alive, we're gonna go back in with the Pixie and Chloe Morello palette Cloette. Go back in with that same top blush color. This one is Promise, and we're going to apply this onto the cheeks. You only want to pick up a little bit on the brush. You don't want a whole lot because we're not going for a very heavy blush look. We just want a little bit of color. Since we are working with a liquid base, you want to be very gentle with your application of the blush. So you want to tap this into the skin. I like doing this very quickly and in an upwards motion. You don't want to swipe this on your skin because that is going to remove some of that liquid and make the base look more patchy. The reason why I didn't set the camo drops is because I really like the radiance and dewiness of the whole look. I don't want to mattify it. Can I just say, I really love how the camo drops make me look like I'm naturally wearing highlighter when I'm not at all. Look at that glow. Stunning. Going back into the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette, I'm gonna go in with this bottom shade right here. This is Old Fashioned and this is just a brown matte shade. We're gonna begin to create fake freckles because Velma has freckles and I do not, so we're gonna fake it. For this step, I'm going to be taking this small brush. This is just a lip brush, I believe, but you just want something that has a small, fine point so you can make those freckles. You just want to press the brush into the powder straight on so you can pick some up on that point and then begin to place your fake freckles. Before we do that though, I'm actually going to go ahead and put on the glasses first because Velma's freckles lie right underneath her glasses, so I just want a reference for placement. For glasses, I'm going to be putting on these new frames that I recently got from Firmoo. These are just squared off computer glasses, but they're so perfect for this look. You ready? Jinkies! Velma who? Velma is shook. Alright, so I'm just going to pull up this reference picture I have on my phone. In the cartoons, Velma has 3 freckles on each side going in a V shape. So that's what I'm going to be creating on my cheeks. So for these 3, I just used one dip. I didn't go back and re-dip my brush. I just used whatever powder was on there and just kind of swirled it into my skin. Now I'm going to go ahead and dip back in and do the same thing to the other side. Now going back in with my ring finger, I'm just going to press on these to blend them out so they're not as prominent. Alright, to finish up this makeup look, I'm going to be going in with this Revlon Kiss Cushion Lip Tint, and this one is in the shade 250 High-End Coral. These lip tints are so cool because to get the product out, you have to twist up the cap and then the lip color oozes out of that top cushion. I always feel like a little kid when I use these because they're just so much fun to use. It's so entertaining. So that is it for the makeup look. Now let's move on into the bangs. We're gonna try to create some fake bangs since I don't have bangs, obviously. I was watching a tutorial earlier on how to do it. I'll have it linked down below. She does it way better than me because I did try this before and not the best, but we're gonna try. I would definitely recommend watching her tutorial though if you want to recreate this because she does it really well. So basically you want to section off a front piece of your hair. Well, actually to begin with, have it split down the middle, and with that chunk that you separated out, take it straight in front of your face and then begin to twist off towards the back of your head around where your eyebrows are. And then it'll just create this sort of bang looking piece. You can obviously mess around with it, pull down some pieces until you get it to look right. I think, let's see, that looks good enough to me. And now you want to take a bobby pin and pin it back. Now we're just going to pull some hair from the side on top of it. Okay, that's good enough. We'll come back and modify it. Let's try this side. This side is going to be a bit trickier for me because my hair naturally has this kink right here, and ever since I was little, I've had it. I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to fix it. It's always a little bumpy piece. So that's going to be a little hard to work with, but we will try it and we will succeed. I have faith in myself. So you just want to do the same thing right here. Just begin to twist it. Okay, these bangs are so not perfect at all, but this is better than the first time I tried this. So, low-key, proud of myself. Oh, look at this, this actually kind of looks cute. It's like Velma-ish. Let's just fix this center part because we're not trying to part the sea over here. We're trying to cover it. No matter what though, you will have this natural indent right here because that's just the way hair is. It's not going to be a perfect straight across bang, but for this look, it works. Looking like a whole Scooby snack. And there you have it. That is the completed Velma Dinkley makeup tutorial and little hair tutorial. For the costume, it's super easy. All you need is an orange sweater. Now, mine is a v-neck. It's not a turtleneck, as you can tell, but that's all I had, so we're gonna work with it. And then for the bottoms, all you need is a red skirt. And then for the socks and shoes, all you need is a pair of high orange socks. You could even use tights, leggings, whatever you have, and then red flats. If you don't have red flats, you could also use black, tan, orange, literally whatever you have. Honestly, the shoes don't really matter. It's more of up here. That's what people are gonna see first. They're not gonna be staring at your feet, you know what I mean? So don't trip if you don't have red shoes. If you want to check out more of my Halloween makeup tutorials, make sure to watch my playlist right here, and you can watch my most recent Halloween makeup tutorial right here. If you like this look, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!